Shut up and sit down.
Good evening. It's cold. I'm so happy. I'm at Buc-ee's. I'm about an hour. My face is frozen. I have a hot chocolate down here and some more beaver snacks from Buc-ee's. So as I thaw out, I think I'm just tired, but I'm about an hour and a half from the rest area, so I'm heading to Oklahoma. Yay! And I'm basically traveling every other weekend now, literally like to another state and back, so it should be super fun. It's cold and it feels so good, and I just drove pretty much 4 hours up here, stopped off at Buc-ee's right before Dallas, and then I have about another hour to get to the rest area, right on the cusp of North Texas, or the northern part of this part of Texas. It's not really the highest part of Texas, that's Amarillo. Anyway, so yeah, they had a whole bunch of new snacks at Buc-ee's. They've got meringues, they have beef jerky, and they have cashews, and they have like everything bagel cashews, which are like Trader Joe's and delicious. So super excited. So I'm just going to go to Oklahoma City for the day, and then on Sunday I will be bike riding, mountain biking, and I'm going to check out a rock climbing place that's inside a silo. So that should be super fun, like an old grain silo. In the meantime, just getting some gas and just gonna drink my hot chocolate. I'm in flip-flops and I was in a t-shirt, but I have a sweatshirt on now. It just feels really nice and crisp, and once I get to the rest area I will sleep like a rock and get up super early tomorrow and then head to Oklahoma City. So fun day. I've never been to the city, like, except, you know, a couple hours on a layover, I think, and didn't really do anything, just grabbed food and went back to the airport. So this will be fun to go around. Super busy at Buc-ee's. I'm actually happy to have a Buc-ee's. I thought the last one was Madisonville, but no, there's actually one, you know, obviously in Dallas, so lucky me. Anyway, all right, I will see you probably in the morning when I'll show you the rest area and then head into Oklahoma, which will be the 20th state for Prudence this year, and the 21st state for me, since I'm in California for a day. So super exciting, yay! More sleepy clouds to add to the map. No national parks on this trip, but one national monument, the Oklahoma City bombing, which I'll tell you more about, like my experience with seeing that as a 14-year-old kid on TV, like a year or two after moving to America and having to experience, you know, terrorism. You know, I'm like, I don't understand. So it was pretty horrific for everybody. The memorial should be pretty interesting, so I would like to check that out and just, you know, pay my respects, and then yeah, then kind of explore the city. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning when I show the rest area and the rest of my trip. Okay, this is my home for the night. There's a couple van life vans, there's a lot of cars, some campers, and a bunch of the usual 18-wheelers, which thankfully are on the other side of the parking lot as always at these places, because they just run their generators all night. I actually made the mistake in Phoenix of parking right next to the big rigs, and I did not sleep. I was just like, what is happening to my head? Anyway, these are really nice. They have like a museum, really nice bathrooms and everything. The freeway's right there, so it's kind of loud, but I'll sleep through pretty much anything. Anyway, so I am just going to tuck in for the night and then get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. It'll probably still be dark, and then head up to Oklahoma City, which is 2 hours away from here. Don't follow the coordinates on the Texas map, this map right here that you can see. I'm a little green dot at the very top of Texas, right above Dallas. Don't go by the coordinates, the longitude and latitude and longitude, whatever it's called. Go by the street address, because what it did, it blew me into like the center of the little downtown, which was super cute, but there was no rest stop and it was super sketch. So anyway, just park here, and yeah, hopefully no one will steal my bike, but should be pretty good. Well, very well lit, and yeah, I think I'm gonna sleep here for the night. So good night. Okay, first impressions of Oklahoma. It looks like Indiana, where I went to college. And I don't do religion or politics, but there are billboards everywhere with religion and politics. So if that's your thing, then Oklahoma would be your place. I will say, driving here rather than flying, as I did last time when I had a layover in Oklahoma City, I will say that when there's tornadoes, you can pretty much see how it would be easily devastated. Like, there's nowhere to go. I mean, it's just flat fields and flat areas. I haven't seen any mountains. I saw like an area that had waterfalls, which I think I'll go to, the Turner Waterfall, or Turner State Park, I think. I think I'll stop by there tomorrow on the way back to Texas. But yeah, no, it's looks like Indiana. So we'll see, which is fine. That's why I went to college in Indiana. I visited the college and was like, this is freaking Little House on the Prairie. It looks like America. I'll go to college here. So I loved it. I was there for 4 years in a cornfield. But yeah, so to me this is America, Little America at least. So this is downtown Oklahoma City, and it was the federal building. And I remember I came home from school. I was like maybe 14 or 15, and I was a sophomore. I came home from school, my brother was watching the news, and I just remember seeing the image of the building was missing. Half the building was gone. And, you know, you just can't comprehend how you know, humans are capable of doing that. And it was just horrific. Really, really bad. But there's a memorial so you can pay your respects and just learn about how crappy humans can be. And just don't be crappy, you know? I mean, I don't know what more to say. This is the Myriad Botanical Gardens, and it's only about a 10-minute walk from the National Memorial, and it looks like it's free. So you can just walk around, look at all the different plants. I really got into botanical gardens this year because all the traveling I've done and all the bike riding and not really knowing what I'm crashing into. So it's always good to kind of see what the different plants are and things like that. I know rocks, as I've mentioned many times, that I took a class on rocks in college, and we called it Rocks for Jocks. There's always like football players or docs rocks. So I know rocks and I know like landscape and stuff, but not really like plants. So this is nice. Ooh, what's that? They have an ice rink. Oh, please tell me that's open. I guess it's not open right now. It's a Saturday morning and there is nobody. There's nobody here in downtown Oklahoma City. Where are all the people? Let me go ask if it's open. I can't ice skate on the rental skates anyway because I'm like super professional, and you know, I tried that in Detroit. I mean, take a look at this video. I can't skate these skates. I feel like I'm...
You got it.
I can't do anything, they're so towed. That's horrible. Alright babe, thank you. So I guess it's not open yet, or maybe it's open later tonight. It's like one of those like ones you get at like the pizza, like fake Chuck E. Cheese pizza places where they have the fake ice rink. Yeah, I can't skate on that. It's like made of like chicken wire and dry ice. No, I think I'll pass. I think I'll just walk around. So, ooh, there's a greenhouse, and the sun is pretty intense right now. This is definitely, I would recommend this after going to the National Memorial, which it hit me hard. I don't know, I don't have anyone that was in it in the bombing, but it's just, you know, reminded that there's shitty humans in the world. Don't be a shitty human, be a good human. But yeah, so this is a good decompressing. I got went to a little coffee shop and got a Danish, so I'm gonna eat that. I had a a little cup of chai, just to kind of, you know, I don't know, just kind of decompress, I guess. But that was a very, very well done memorial. For people that maybe weren't familiar with it or weren't alive or very, very young at the time, or those that only remember seeing it on television and not really the impact, when you're actually there, as with any memorial site, it really hits you in, you know, a way that just reminds you not to be a shitty human. So this is really pretty. This is nice for like the middle of downtown. There's a lot of these like weird art installations in downtown that are kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go in this, I don't know if I can go in this gigantic greenhouse. It looks like one of those raffle things where like you, like at the car boot sales in England, like the tombola, I think it's called, and you just like pick a raffle ticket out. Yeah, I'll take a plant, please. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's open. Or maybe it is. Lingo. Build with energy, build with integrity. Yeah, they're building something in there. No idea what. Oh, that's right. The Crystal Bridge Conservatory is closed. So I read that online. So anyway, so that's the Crystal Bridge Conservatory. And I'm just going to walk around a bit. So I'm actually going to go this way across here because the art museum is about another 10-minute walk on the other side of downtown. So downtown's literally just this whole little city block here. Probably more, I don't know, I don't live here, so who knows, don't listen to me. Worst travel researcher ever. You know, there's some like travel people like to do blogs that are like walking Wikipedias. I prefer to just figure it out and kind of make up my own stuff. Anyway, that's a pretty cool building. Cool art installation, beautiful day. This could not have been the most perfect day. There's a cold front right now in the south, and I guess I'm still in the south. I don't know. Southern Oklahoma is still the south. It's northern Texas. So yeah, I'm feeling great. This is, you know, it's like 40 degrees still. I'm warm because I have a winter coat on for some stupid reason, and the sun is pretty intense. There's a carousel and everything's shut. It's like 11 o'clock on a Saturday. Why is everything closed? Open it for me. I came all this way. There's also travel people on YouTube that throw tantrums when they, like, you don't see it because they don't film it, but like I've traveled with, you know, a particular person that would just throw a tantrum to get into stuff for free, and I just like hold my face in my hands. I'm like, look, let's just pay $3 to get in. Like, stop with the fake press pass. I had a real press pass for years actually, because I was actually media. But anyway, yeah, so I guess the carousel isn't running. I'm gonna walk over there because if it is, I'm gonna ride the carousel. That's what I'm gonna do. Super pretty. Maybe I'll ask the locals why nobody's around today. Did I miss an apocalypse while I was sleeping? So I asked the locals and they didn't know either. I guess they're setting up for Christmas, so maybe that's why everything's kind of quiet. Like when I went to the Grand Canyon and there was no one there, because I went after spring break and right before the end of school year. And I was like, seriously, did I miss a zombie apocalypse? I could have. So if it is happening, if there is a zombie apocalypse, I have a plan. I need to go find a supermarket where I can run out with a brisket under my arm and then go to Academy and go get a bunch of treadmills and face them toward my apartment or my van, so the zombies just keep walking and they never actually reach the van. They just keep walking on the treadmill. Yeah, that's my plan. I seriously have the zombie apocalypse plan. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna walk around just over here. I don't think the carousel is open. Let's take a look. And there's more garden over here. That's pretty. Yeah, I guess it's closed. That's a shame. Maybe it'll be open later when I'm done with the museum before I head. Well, actually, my harvest host is in this area. It's in this neighborhood. But I'm parked over for free on the other side, so. Carousel. Let's see. So there's no time when it's open. It's just telling me that I am tall enough to ride on this ride. That's super cool. Love carousels. Oh, it's my fave. So this is a splash pad, and I know this because the number of times I've accidentally stood on these things and the water like sprays right in places water should not spray. Anyway, the children's garden. So this is fun. You can pick up free bulb kits. Maybe I'll get one for Harriette. Let's take a look. I don't want to film too close because there's children playing, and I don't want children on the internet, you know, obviously, if I don't know them and they're not my child. But there's a playground over here. There's another playground to my left. There's a little cafe and some toilets, and there's like a little mound you can roll down. It's all that soft bouncy stuff. This is cute. Super cute. And my favorite butterfly, again, there's children, I don't want to get them on camera. This is my favorite butterfly, which is a monarch. And yeah, it's called, don't know what that is. Anyway, but yeah, this is my favorite. So they have a little Santa's garden. Super cool. And I'm gonna pick up some bulbs. Maybe I'll plant something. I don't cook, so I don't know what this thing is over here.
I will be great.
Thank you.
And I can plant them now.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm on the shady side of the street, so
There you
who knows
go.
if they'll grow.
Thank you.
So thank you. So I picked up some bulbs, and I live on the shady side of the street on the second floor of an apartment with no garden. So wish me luck. I don't know how this is going to work, but there's 12 of them in there. Maybe I'll just plant them in my neighbor's garden downstairs and, you know, see what they are. That's super cool. That's really cool for the kids to be able to learn how to grow and everything. So I'm going to go to the art museum now and eat my Danish on the way. If you're wondering why I love carousel so much, it's because I need to ride the mermaid dragon horse. That's the only one, not the rooster, not the horse that has a diaper on it, the mermaid dragon lizard horse, unicorn, tiger. I think it's 9 animals. How many animals do you see? So there is literally no one around. It's completely empty. It's like when I was in Baton Rouge the weekend before the world shut down for the COVID pandemic. This is nice. Okay, I got about another like 1/8 of a mile, and I think the art museum's right over there. So right in this traffic circle, as Americans call it, this roundabout, is the Oklahoma City Museum of Art. I'm super impressed a lot, actually, with a lot of these, you know, small town, a lot of these art museums that are in these other capital cities or other big cities. Like Houston has a ton of really good art museums and different culture museums. And a lot of people just go, oh, I gotta go to the Louvre, or I gotta go to like the Museum of, you know, Modern Art in New York and stuff. It's like, check out the local stuff. They get a lot of really good exhibits. I mean, I've seen all sorts of famous artists, you know, in the middle of nowhere. It might have been stolen, but, you know, still, I got to see it. And I didn't have to go all the way to a big city, you know, in the, you know, like Los Angeles or New York or Paris or something like that. So check it out. Yeah, I love art museums. I actually like studied contemporary art, so all the abstract contemporary art stuff was just like messes with your mind. You're like, what does this mean? What is this dot in the middle of a white piece of paper? So yeah, super fun. they don't let you ride on your own. So solo travelers, beware that you got to find some people. So I'm just gonna wait since there's like literally no one here, and I'm gonna just go find someone to ride with. Marginally terrifying. They stopped us at the couple of times. Yeah, I rode with a very nice lady and her daughter, since they wouldn't let me ride on my own for mechanical reasons or manufacture. But I just realized they brought over the same little like seaside like ticket booths that they had in Santa Monica. How funny. Well, one thing that is open is the lake. And it is bitingly cold and it feels awesome. Oh my god. Feels like winter. And it's windy, which I'm not much of a fan of, but I can, you know, handle the cold. Okay, it's a chilly one. It's windy. And I can feel my bike swaying, and I'm just literally just cruising right now, not even pedaling. But the lake is pretty. It's kind of drab and overcast right now. Perfect weather. Don't know what's going on back there. Some guy just stopped on the side. Okay, that's probably all I'm gonna film for this, since, you know, not too exciting. Shit. Okay, bike ride has started around Lake Hefner. It is windy. I'm not even really pedaling. I'm just cruising, and I can feel my bike moving. They have dedicated bike lanes, which is nice. A lot of cyclists out, and it's 9-mile loop, so I'll do it twice. And yeah, really good to get out. And it's cold, which is nice. So perfect weather for me. And there's the lake right over there. All right, I will see you when I'm done. Morning from day 2 in Oklahoma City. So this is where I stayed last night. It was Anthem Brewing. It's on Harvest Hosts, and it's great because a lot of the Harvest hosts say you have to be there by like 6 p.m. but this place is like, just get here by 10. And they have a brewery inside. I don't drink, but I can like maybe have 2 sips of cider. So I had 2 sips of cider. And then they had a food truck, which was really good. It was the cousins seafood. So they had lobster, like lobster rolls. I think it was all lobster. So I had a lobster tacos, and then some lobster bisque, which was really good after a long bike ride yesterday. And then they had an axe throwing, portable axe throwing, which I spoke to the guy. I said, this is awesome. So if I ever do a van meetup here in Oklahoma City, I'm going to go ahead and have the guy come over, and you guys can just, like, it's not just axe throwing, you can throw anything you want. And so he said that somebody had a divorce party and hung up their wedding dress, and then people just threw stuff at it. I'm like, okay, there's passive aggressive, there's aggressive, and there's like, that's just awesome aggressive. So you can be awesome aggressive and just like throw stuff if you need to, you know, get out your angst and all that stuff. Anyway, so this is great. This is on Harvest Hosts, and I had the whole place to myself last night. I think the brewery closed about 8 or 9 o'clock, and I was conked out literally by 9. I was so tired. But today I'm going to go down to the Stanley Draper mountain bike trail, which is about, it's down by Stanley Draper Park, which is near a lake. There's lots of lakes up here, just like Texas. And so since this is a landlocked state, obviously they have lakes and not coastline. There's a geography lesson for you. Anyway, so I'm going to go down there to the mountain bike trail and go ride my mountain bike for like 2 hours, and then come back up to this neighborhood again and go rock climbing inside some grain silos at OKC Climb. It's summit climbing. There's a few summit locations around the country, so they open at 12. So I'm going to go do that as soon as they open, hopefully, and then go down to Turner Falls Park, which is about an hour and a half south of here. So that'll be a good way to break up the drive down back to Texas. I may stop off in Dallas, I'm not sure yet. I drove through Dallas to get up here on Friday night, and I just, you know, I'm kind of done with big cities again because I'm going back to a big city. So I think maybe I'll just have a heavy right foot and just get all the way back to Houston tonight. I'll probably leave this area, or leave Oklahoma probably by 5. It should get me back into Houston at 10 p.m. And yeah, so great weekend. Really easy to just go to a whole different state for 2 days. So, but I'm really glad I came up. I had a super busy day yesterday. A lot of stuff was closed because it's end of season. So I'm sure if it was open, I would have probably had more planned for today. But today's just kind of a chill day. It's a travel day and a few activities. So yeah, definitely check out Anthem Brewing on Harvest Hosts. And like I said, if I ever come back here to Oklahoma City and I do a van meetup, I'll make sure to get the Axe guy because he's super cool. And he gave me his card, so I'll make sure to keep in touch because I think it's great. It's mobile, just like we are, and he can basically take that business anywhere anyone needs him to go. And it's very different than those regular axe throwing places that are usually in industrial parks, just like this. As you see, I'm kind of in an industrial park, which is also great because it's super quiet. So, but anyway, these guys were great. Appreciate their hospitality. And that's it. So heading out on the mountain bike trail. It's about 40 degrees right now. Feels great. Sun is out, not raining. Who could ask for better? So that's the Sonic headquarters, and I absolutely love Sonic with my frozen lemonade slushy. Sonic has gotten me through a lot of not dying from a lack of sugar, so it's always a good pick-me-up after a good bike ride. So on the way to Turner Falls, you can stop off at Arbuckle Mountain Fried Pies. You can't really see the Fried Pies sign over there. There's a rooster and a dinosaur on top, and then the line's pretty long. I picked up a bunch of pies, which I will give to people back home in Texas. Yeah, so it's literally right as you turn right off the freeway. It's right here. So check it out. The pies are about $3 or $4 each. The savory pies take 10 minutes. They're cooked to order, so I don't really have 10 minutes because the line was long and I need to like eventually get to Houston. So anyway, super excited. I got a bunch of like fruit pies and things. I think Harriette would like the chocolate one. So there we go. I'm at Turner Falls Park, and of all the park signs, this one's probably the worst. It's not only is it off on an angle facing the wrong direction, but because the sun's behind it, you can't even really see it. Anyway, so we're here. I was like, look at this. It's not even like angled correctly. It's like off to the side. The creek is down there, but there is nowhere to stand. If you wanted to stand in front of the sign, you have to literally stand right down here where they bury the bodies and hope for the best. Anyway, yeah, I can't really judge. I don't really have anything to do with this, but anyway, so yeah. Okay, this sign is a little bit better. It's a little bit more welcoming than this one, which is placed correctly, although that's the exit, I guess. Or maybe you park right there and take a picture in front of it. I don't know. It's been a long day. There's Prudence, and let's go check this out. Super pretty. This part of Oklahoma, suddenly you're in like mountain area, and when I say mountains, I mean like that. But it's pretty, and it's full, or autumn, fall. It's autumn, and it feels really nice out here. So great end to a wonderful weekend in OKC and Oklahoma. All right, here I go. I'm in the Turner Falls Park, and that's called the Blue Hole. I don't know why so many places are called Blue Hole. It just sounds nasty. This is a trading post, so I'm gonna go in and check it out, and then I'm gonna go into the park. It's $9 for veterans. I think you get $1 or $2 off for being a veteran. $6 during the week, and they said don't come here in the summer. There's 1,000 million people. So I'm gonna go in here. This is trading post. Obviously, since it's America, they have to tell you not to bring your handgun. So yeah, let's go in. Here's the map. So it looks like you actually have to pay for parking in certain areas. It's already 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna drive through. I will definitely come back up this way. You can actually swim in all of these. You are required, if you're under the age of 12, to have a proper Coast Guard certified life jacket. And I saw the ones they sell at the trading post. They just look like the ones you can get at Academy and so on. So I'm now going to the Falls and Picnic area. So there's still quite a number of people here. But yeah, just a pretty scenic drive. Get a little bit of elevation, a little bit of mountains, you know, as much as we'll take here in North Texas, Southern Oklahoma. It's a shame it's so late in the day. I wish I could stay, but I do need to get back to Houston. But anyway, just for your reference, if you do come here after watching this video, which I hope you do, basically it's just pedestrians. I'm sure you could take like a skateboard or something. But you basically just walk, and I'm going to ask some people when they get over here what is over there, whether I'll just park. I think there's some steps going up. There might be something to look at up there. It might be the waterfall actually. So yeah, I think I'll park and just go check it out quickly. So just a heads up, you have to park in the parking lot and walk over here. This is actually where the fall is at. So I guess if you're staying in the cabins or camping, you can drive to the back of the park. But this is really what I wanted to see. And then up this 2 sets of steps are castles. And I just asked these 2 ladies, I was like, what's up the steps? They go, oh, it's just a castle. I'm like, wait, that's my line because I'm British. So yes, well, British-ish. But I'm like, oh, we do castles all the time. But see, there's the castle wall. Super cute. I told the people when I was coming up the steps, I was checking out my vacation home. That's right. My little holiday castle. It's cute. It's kind of like the stuff I used to play in when I was a kid, like old ruins and things, but I think they were Roman ruins where I lived in just north of London. You got the jail up there, and you got the prison, or the prison jail, and you got the house. This is terrifying. It's pretty cool. People jumping off the waterfall. That's really pretty. Like, seriously, don't write your name on this. It's just the one thing I don't understand, why Jay, Jorge, Jen, and Lala had to write their name on here. It's just like shitting on everything. Don't shit on everything. Just stop it. Oh my god.